Welcome friends to the part 5 of this demonstration. Here I'll be talking to you about the file manager. So let me double click on this file manager option. It opens up a small window where you can see three options. One is the temporary storage, which is the storage which is available locally onto this machine. You have to be very careful about this, because if you log out and you have not transferred the file saved onto the temporary storage either to your USB or to the server, then you have a chance of losing this data. So you have to be very careful. You have to transfer that file. So the other one you have is the USB disk. This is the pen drive that you have connected to the Nova NetPC or the Nova Navigator. The third option, the remote storage, what you see here is the icon where if you click on that, it will give you access to store your files onto the Novatium server. So let me double click on the temporary desktop, which takes me, I have the option of storing it on the USB. So if I click on the USB, this opens up and you see all these files that are available on my USB pen drive. Now if I have to copy this file and paste it into, let's say, the server, the storage space available on the server, so I do a right click, I say copy, and I go back to storage. I can let's say do a right click again, paste, and you would see the file getting copied onto the server. And this is a large file, so you can copy it onto the temp file, which is the local file available. So I have the file that I copied now, and if I have to I can click on the home page and go back to the USB, the CD-ROM. Yeah, so this is my USB disk, and this is my temporary file space, and this is the space which is I'm accessing the Novatium server here. Now you can also access files which are there on your CD-ROM, on your CD through a CD-ROM, but only thing is that you can use CD-ROM drives which are with a USB interface, because you do not have any other port available onto the Navigator or the NetPC. Okay, I would now close this window. I'll come back to the Nova space, and I will now show you the sub menu, which is the desktop. Let me close this before that. Now this is the last sub menu, which is the desktop. What you see here is the Novell desktop, then you have the Windows desktop. And so if I have to click and open the Novell desktop, I just have to double click on it. You would see a wonderful thing happening here. I will be required to type in my username and the password and say enter. So this is what you see is a Novell SUSE Linux. So I have the SUSE desktop here. I have the Firefox browser, the file, menu, all those things. I would now show you how I can open the standard Windows desktop. If I double click on Windows, it opens up, and you see how fast this opens. The reason for this being fast is that I am now accessing my server, which has a high multi-core processing speed. So what you see here is something very amazing, where you can see two desktops available at a click of a button. So two operating systems I can operate at a click of a button. This is the normal Windows. You have the programs, accessories, Microsoft Office, and all those things. So this is something which is very amazing, because this is not possible in any other technology today. And with Novatium, you can actually use two desktops simultaneously, or maybe the third one also. We are coming up with the Apple Macintosh Leopard version also. I'll come back to the Nova desktop. Let me close this. I say yes. I say close. I come back to something which is a very unique feature here. This is called My Servers. If I double click on this option, what I get is, I can actually take a remote session of any other computer that is available on the same LAN. So now since I'm connecting this in my office, I have many people who have their computers shared onto the network, so I can actually take a remote session of this computer available